Quick shout out to my buddies for showing me a great time in Chicago. I was able to get away. Thanks, Greco, for the seats. Wonderful, as you'll see. I've added that at the end, so stay tuned. A little side trip to Chicago. Wonderful time, wonderful food, wonderful friends. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, guys, for coming out. That was super. Also, a shout out to my current subscribers and subscribers who've been with me. You guys have been also super. Since I made this 180-degree turn with the channel, working through this cancer monster, I didn't know what to expect, but actually my subscribers had increased over 330 since I made that move, for a total of 2,000, over 2,000 subscribers. It took me 5 years to hit 1,000 and like 10 months to hit 2,000. So, hey, thank you guys all for watching. Love the comments. Still keep them coming. I'm happy you guys are bearing with me. We go together on this journey. Okay, into the side effects. Really nothing to report, which is great news. But we knew that coming in. Revlimid, the main drug that I've seen is giving me the problems, was off for this week. That really left the Velcade and dexamethasone. That dexamethasone will clear out in a couple of days as an oral capsule. And the sub-Q Velcade takes a while for the blood levels to go up and come down. But by that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's kind of out. And I really have not had that much problems with side effects relative to the Velcade. And that opened up a small window for me, which I took advantage to go on that side trip to Chicago. So again, when the therapy is consistent in terms of date of dosing amount, and obviously the drug's on board, you can get a little bit predictable on what the side effect profile might be down the road. When that's varying and your therapy is varying, you can't really do that. This triple therapy I just described has been there for cycle 2, 3, 4, and now we're starting cycle 5. Just to keep everyone on that page, cycle 4 has ended with the Thursday blood work, and cycle 5 begins on the dosing, and it began on Friday. So it's been consistent for 2 and now all the way through starting for 5. And that again allows for a little bit of predictability in the future. So again, so those subscribers who've been with me and know my videos and how I present them with the adventure and travel. I almost had enough footage going to Chicago to spin it off as a separate video, but I didn't quite have enough. I decided to tag it on to the end of this. But you'll see it, those subscribers who have been wanting that travel stuff. You've got my intro and going a little bit with the train there, and obviously the time we have at the United Center. And also I'll say the cardio has helped, because we made, over the course of the game, 3 rounds around the concourse, and I felt super. So that leg work I've been doing, that little bit of aerobics, it made a difference, and I could tell. Wasn't short of breath or anything. It was just super. Now I did obviously take a calculated risk going, obviously potential for infection, right? I'm on a train and I'm going to the UC and hanging around plenty of other people. But I knew from blood work previous on Thursday, and it had been for a couple of weeks now, my white blood cells were in good shape. Oh, that I also didn't mention. Let's get back to that. I didn't quite finish up on that. The blood work, again, shows everything is in order. Kidneys and liver are functioning well. There's a trend a little bit on one of the kidney values trending away from the norm, but the med team is focused on that and still comfortable with where it's at, and everything else is in statistical variability. No problem. So we went forward with the chemo. And the hemoglobin went from 7.7 last week down to 7.5. Not unexpected, but we're still in the mid-7s. So again, as far as organ functionality, everything looks good. No side effects, like I said, to report. And so now I'll lead you into the trip to Chicago. And again, a calculated risk, but I had some information with that white blood cell count and neutrophils being okay. And then come Thursday, they were still in normal levels. So again, my opinion is you can't live in a bubble. If you get an opportunity to go out, which I did here, and thanks to my friends for taking care of me and being great hosts, I decided to take it, because for me, living in a bubble is no life. You have to get out. I like to be free. All right, roll tape. See you guys next week. Again, comments below. Gary Gozo, Pontiac, Michigan. Cancer won't stop me. Getting ready to head off on an adventure to Chicago to watch the Blackhawks play tonight. And we're off.
Ladies and gentlemen, next stop is Battle Creek in just under an hour. Once again, Battle Creek is in just under an hour.
Union Station, Chicago. Let's roll.
We're out to the run to the Bobby Hall statue and stamp the feet up.
And now, service back. Present the starting lineups for your Chicago Blackhawks.
Give me a wave. Hey! Greco!
Let's go on.
Look at that video.
He hates the ice hockey player. He's like sluts on skates.
At 17-16. Blackhawks are on the power play, his seventh this season. Scored by Gustafson, assisted by Kane and Tage.
So they're playing Willie's Falcons team, which has a fullback.